Today I fucked up by smoking weed during a pandemic. So I'm walking to the grocery store for my weekly essential supply run, and I decide to smoke a joint on my way there, you know, optimizing my time and whatnot. I get there without crossing a single person, but in front of this grocery store there are a ton of people. I take a last drag and toss the remaining roach so as not to linger, and without thinking I put on my neck warmer that I'm using as a mask. Anything is better than nothing, I reason. Problem is, I'm so high that I already started walking across the street to the large amount of people, and now my mask is on and I've got this big ass puff of fire in my lungs, and I don't want to remove my mask, so I exhale it through the mask, but it doesn't all go out and I re-inhale some. There were old people around, so I tried not to cough as I didn't want to scare them, but this just made it worse and I ended up coughing ridiculously loud and for a super long time. Everybody turned. I was high AF, so this made me even more paranoid, and plus I knew I looked sick cause of the coughing and my eyes are red as shit and my nose is all stuffy cause of the smoke staying in the mask. Pretty sure I gave enough people panic attacks to boost the stock value of Xanax temporarily. Too long didn't read, don't smoke weed in public and choke on the smoke with a mask on or people will think you have corona. I mean, they had to smell it, right? I'm amazed at how many people really think they are incognito smoking weed in public. I hope you're okay now, and this was one of the funniest things I've read all day. Today I fucked up. That's not about sex? Hell yeah. I'm in the process of quitting cigarettes. One of the things that happens after a few days is your lungs start producing a lot of mucus and you're regularly getting some gnarly, wet coughs, which honestly feel amazing. Well, I was out at Publix checking out last week and felt a ball of mucus lodged in my throat. I didn't want to cough and freak anyone out, so I tried holding it in. It didn't work. It became hard to breathe, but I was just trying to finish my transaction and get out of the store. However, I couldn't hold it in anymore, and holding it in made it much worse. I finally started coughing and felt the mucus come up into my mouth. Frantically passed my debit card to my GF and sprinted out the store and proceeded to cough up and spit several globs of mucus into the trash can outside the store, much to the disdain of everyone walking by. I went and got in my car, and I don't think I'll be going back to that store anytime soon. Today I fucked up by telling my boss I was high. This one is gonna be short and sweet. Lamau. I'm diabetic. For those that don't know, diabetes is a disease where the body isn't able to produce insulin, a hormone that allows the body to use sugar as energy. When the body has trouble producing insulin, that sugar is deposited in our bloodstream. This is what makes diabetics' blood sugar go high, hyperglycemia. When diabetics take insulin, it reduces the amount of sugar in the blood, but due to numerous factors, some completely out of our control, it can get too low, hyperglycemia. We diabetics like to colloquially refer to these as having a/being low and having a/being high. You can see where I'm going with this. I was talking to a few friends, who usually ask me how I'm feeling, in case they need to grab me anything to increase or decrease my sugar, and I usually respond with I'm feeling low, or kinda high but took my insulin. So, when my boss asked me how I was doing, I instinctively said I'm a little high but I should be fine for my shift. He took me to the side and started talking about being professional in the workplace and that he doesn't mind what I do on my own time, but that it shouldn't overlap with my work and it would be best if I went home. I quickly explained my mistake and we had a good laugh about it. Too long didn't read, told my boss I was high, but meant I had a high blood sugar and was nearly written up. My 8-year-old granddaughter is constantly talking about being high. I told my son he really needs to teach her to specify that her sugar is high, lol. Once in a restaurant as a kid, I'm type 1, I told my mom I was high. She goes, well, shoot up then. The reactions of folks at the table across from us were priceless. That's amazing. I grew up with a diabetic father and used to test my sugar for fun with him. When I grey blood taken and they warn me of the pinch, I'm like, it's cool. I grew up playing with needles. You are lucky to have such an understanding boss. I would have received a Skype message from my supervisor who sits 3 feet away that I need to go home. Upon exit, slow motion stink eye with a head shake. Imagine he was just like, haha, same. I relate to this all too well. My sophomore year of high school I was at a track meet. I was talking to my mom in the stands, and I told her, I don't know how my race is going to go. I'm really high right now. The families next to us looked absolutely disgusted as my mom comforted me and told me to do my best. Today I fucked up sex Skyping a stranger and getting blackmailed. Happened 2 days ago. A girl I was chatting with on International Cupid asked if I wanted to get onto Skype for some sexy video chat. Don't have to ask me twice, so I was straight on there. She got into it pretty quickly and asked me to do the same. I don't know the Skype app that well. I've only used it for video chatting a few times, so when the call switched from her doing her thing to me doing mine, I just thought I'd pushed the wrong button or something. No, she had recorded me jerking off and sent the video back to me to show me what she's done and what she had. Once I realized what I was watching wasn't live, it was a recording, I ended to video call. Then I get a screenshot of the video being uploaded to YouTube along with some threatening texts about it being distributed to all my Facebook friends and social media. Then, sure enough, I get a link to the video that has indeed been uploaded to YouTube with my full name and to all social media in the title. I watched the video. Yep, that's me alright. Well shit. It was a terrible video as well. Just the angle from below my junk with my face looking down in the background made me look like an org. Very unflattering. I knew what the whole thing was about, of course, blackmail. Trouble is blackmail only works with people that actually give a shit. I ran out of fucks to give years ago. Ideally though, I'd rather the video wasn't out there, but I figured even if I pay them they would probably do it anyway. I managed to defuse the whole situation by suggesting that we reshoot it because the video was bad and informing then I've done porn before, insinuating the whole thing is no big deal. They came back with the threat saying okay, enjoy your whole life being ruined. I didn't reply and I don't think anything came of it. Well, no one's messaged me about getting the video yet anyway. Here's a link to the Skype chat. I imagine that for someone fearing the threat of all their friends and family to seeing a video of them jerking off, that this would be quite an effective way to blackmail them. My reaction was a few seconds of oh for fuck's sake followed by oh well today I fucked up, it's done now. Who cares? Oh, maybe something to keep in mind for any of you getting into some X-rated video chat with strangers. It's not something that I'd considered could even happen before now. Given video chat apps like WhatsApp are connected to UFB and other social, it's not too difficult to do for someone with malicious intent. Too long didn't read, got into some live sex chat with a girl, she recorded me jerking off, uploaded it to YouTube and threatened to destroy my life by distributing it to all my friends, family and social media. Good on you honestly. People like that are just so pathetic. There are a lot of scammers on that site, but that's a new one for me. If I was in the business of videoing people's dongs then trying to blackmail them, I'd be rather surprised if their main concern was the angle and they offered to reshoot. You're a champ. Haha cheers. Haven't actually done porn before but it seemed to work. To be fair, it's something personal enough for people not to bring up in most cases. Hey Ryan, I've seen your dick K. If you have the link to the YouTube video, create a couple throwaway accounts and report it multiple times for explicit content. YouTube will remove the video for violating community standards and block the account that posted it. Small victory, but a win is a win. Otherwise, your friends and family already know you beat your dick up. Who doesn't? It's just not something they actively think about or want to see, but if they do I'm sure it won't be a surprise. As natural as breathing. You've already pointed out the moral of this story, so now you know, and knowing is half the battle. Yes, I did report the link for explicit content. YouTube took it down after about 30 minutes. I figured if they really wanted to get the video out there they could, and nothing really I could do about it except to not worry about it. It's a pretty bad video, we can do better. Nicely done.